and China putting suns in the sky. If you believe that's a sun, you should ask yourself, where do they get the technology and the know-how to even make anything like a sun, let alone cast it into the sky like that? And it went into the sky for 17 minutes, and they said it was 70 trillion times hotter than the sun. What's 70 plus 17? 87. Correct me if I'm wrong. What's 8 plus 7? Let's do a little numerology, because they like to play with the numbers. 15. Correct me if I'm wrong. What's 5 plus 1? 6. Correct me if I'm wrong. And what universe they come from again? The 6th universe, right? On a planet called Nern, right? 2 moons, no sun. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, once again, do you really believe that they cast the sun into the sky? Satan himself can't do that. If he could, he would have. Trust me. He liked the heat too now. He had to settle for the cold because we cast his bitch ass out. Never forget who you are and where you come from. So once again, I ask you to ask self, what did they really put in the sky? 2 weeks ago, damn near every motherfucker that didn't get vaccinated got sick. Niggas still sick right now? You ain't never seen that many people get sick at one time. Nigga, I went down. See what I'm saying? I had to go within. You need to ask yourself, what the fuck did they put in the air? 2 weeks ago, up to everybody got sick. And in the midst of everybody getting sick, they just rolled out another version for you. They're talking about flu Rona now. This is where you get the flu and corona. And they got another version that just came with this past week. I told you they got 72. To seal up your 72 titans that's coming out. These titans are waking up because the planet is waking up because the Kundalini energy is rising. So do you really think China put a sun in the sky? There wasn't no sun they put in the sky. You know what that was? They sent the anti-photon energy ball into the sky because they can't make organic plasma energy and they can't make organic photon energy, but we have all that in us. Meanwhile, solar flares are pouring in. All right? When everybody got sick, it's because they sprayed the air. But at the same time, it was a combination of them spraying the air to try to combat off the rise in frequency. See, these genetics you got are unlocking. So you're experiencing headaches and all type of ailments that's coming off as a form of sickness because your body, your avatar is being recrystallized. Okay? So they're trying to stop. That's why I keep saying, motherfuckers sitting here playing. All right? You have no clue what you are about to experience. Stop looking for dates. Stop looking. What day is it going to be? Stop playing with me like that. Stop playing with yourself like that. You don't need dates. Pay attention. That's all you got to do. And prepare. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Free Larry Hoover. Okay? I'll repeat that. Stop looking for dates. What time, what day? Be prepared. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Now, you think we playing about this shift. You think we playing about these solar flares, and you think we playing when I say everybody wants the solar flares hit. All right? Anybody took that shit, you go in zombie mode. You feel me? You ain't even got to feel me. You will soon enough. And if you didn't take that shit, you're shifting into the highest state that you were when Source created you. Okay? To combat off these celestial forces that's transpiring, now you see China creating their own version of the sun. But wasn't Bill Gates just trying to block out the sun? Make it make sense, Tyrone. Now, last year, their year, we got Bill Gates trying to block out the sun. And now this year, their year, you got China creating suns. Tell me, we gotta do our polls, y'all. I know that Bill Gates is in bed with China. They all the same motherfucker. Now, last year, Bill Gates trying to block out the sun because we know these motherfucking humans can't take no goddamn photon energy. So why would they try to create a new sun? They can't even take the regular sun. It just... Gotta hit something now. Bill Gates was trying to block it. Do it with me now. So you gotta say self. Bill Gates. Legend has it, Bill Gates was trying to find a way to block out the sun last year. We're not even 10 days into this year and niggas done created a whole new sun. The things that make you go, You feel me? Because that wasn't no goddamn sun they put out there. Do you really think they want to, do you think they want anything to do with the sun, our oppressors? If that's the case, they wouldn't have made the fake clouds to block out. Let's not forget the whole purpose of clouds. They created clouds to block out the sun so that we, the divine beings, will not receive our photon energy. Remember, the sun gives us downloads. It sends codes to your amino acids that only you possess. White people don't have amino acids. Human beings don't have DEA, deoxyetheric acid. They don't have RNA. They don't have chloroplast. They don't have chakras. They don't even have a fucking soul. Now, they taught us in school, they get everything we got so that we wouldn't see no goddamn difference. You see what I'm saying? But they don't have that. You see? They don't have none that we have. Remember, ether, antennas. They have hair. Neuromelanin, which is what happened when carbons manifest on the solid realm. 4 phases of matter, y'all. Solids, liquids, gases, plasma energy. With plasma energy being the highest vibration. We're talking metaphysics. You can't look it up. It's in here. That's the key. See, you can't look up no metaphysical shit. You see? Because they don't know shit about metaphysics. That's beyond their reasoning. They can't. When you start talking metaphysics, they get lost. Boy, you go and put your feet in it, put your dogs in the soil, and you connect it. You connect when you want with everything. And if you know how to listen, you feel that. Boy, they go put their dogs in the soil all day. And they just that. A motherfucking dog in the soil. That's all they is. Motherfucking dog in the soil. See what I'm saying? Meanwhile, when you put your feet, when you touch the soil, all type of numbers start getting dialed up to you. But you got to answer the phone. Remember, we are electricity. We talking metaphysics again. We are electricity. This is why they give us rubber soles. Remember the basics, y'all. Let's walk back through it. Let's go back to first grade. Why do we even got rubber soles on the bottom of our shoes? Luminous beings, electrical beings. Why do we wear cloth? Why would they surround us with glass, plastic? What does all that do to electricity? It constricts it. And you still out here playing. We ain't different. We can't do every fucking Marvel Avenger, all that shit made about your genetics. Which is why they tampering with them now. You really think China want to put a son in a second one? They pushed the second one away with Al McCurber. There you go, right there. Never forget it. See? Signs and symbols for the conscious mind. Fuck this. This ain't no Star Israel. Fuck Israel. See what I'm saying? You gotta remember who Israel was. Who was he before he was Israel? We going back to the basics now. Jacob. You removed a J back then because we didn't have him. You get a Y. Yakub. Who was Yakub? That's Satan. Come on now. We gotta see through the fog, y'all. I got a lot of emails about that. I said I was gonna touch on it. Like, you really think China put another sun in the sky? A sun. That, you know what that would do to you? They don't want you to get the energy from this sun. That's the purpose of clouds. Never forget it. Ain't no such thing as a motherfucking cloud. When you see them in the sky, know what they is. These are weapons stopping me from receiving energy, nigga, that you need. But if you can't tap into that type of energy because you're going to power up, after all, your electricity. You are electricity. So what did China put in the motherfucking sky? Why did they launch it in darkness? They could have launched it in the day and it still would have seen it. What do they know? I repeat, why would they launch it in pure darkness? What do they know that you don't know? What are they preparing for? Sounds to me like they might be preparing for a complete blackout and they want to still be able to use this weaponry against your ass in total darkness. Because you might not know this, divine being, nine-ether being. They can't see in the dark. Did you know that? Human beings cannot see in the dark, and anything vibrating low neither. So even if you a god, when your vibration drop low, you can't see in the dark. If it's a total blackout, we still can see. See, you don't know that because you've never been in a total blackout. You got street lights and shit like that. In total darkness, we can see perfectly. We actually see better. The light blinds us, and it gives us false imagery that ain't even there. It reflects off your retinas. It reflects off shit. Do you think your ancestors had street lights, nigga? So what they use? I'm talking about after they pushed the second son away. And fuck Kai. We can leave Kai, go to the Astros and the cosmos. What you think we use in the cosmos? That sun is only here on this planet. When you go out in the cosmos, there's not no big ass sun in the middle of the sky and planets revolving around it. No. That's not how it works. Now on planets, we place suns on planets like a light bulb. You see how we had a light bulb in the ceiling? So on the planet, we go on that planet and we place the suns like light bulbs. Place 2 suns on each planet. Some planets we gave 3 suns. They just light bulbs. But they light bulbs full of energy and they're a beacon so we can push energy through down to that planet and illuminate it more with energy. Because we don't need light. We come from darkness. Triple darkness. Neuromelanated beings. Okay? So, even after they pushed the second son away and darkness started to fall, what do you think the tribes was using? How do you think we was winning wars and revolts? When were all attacks launched during revolts? In the darkness. You can see better in the darkness than you ever could in this light. It blinds you. You are full of, it's hair, ether all over you. That's antenna. You don't need no light, you can feel. Just like a person, when they literally go blind, they can see better than you because they become more in tune with feeling and hearing. See, the eyes lie to you. In complete darkness, you see everything for what it is because you feel the frequency. I am not my physical figure, I'm my frequency. But if you don't know how to read frequency, I can come looking all pretty and you fall for that. You see what I'm saying? And it's hard to read frequency when you looking at my reflection off the light. You see? It's all metaphysical. They know that when these solar flares hit, all they fake power in their cities going completely out. We back to the darkness. We back in pure what we is. All right, we way more powerful, trust me, in that state. You know why? Because you become more aware. We going back to this, y'all. You will. We going right back here. Ain't gonna be nothing. Ain't gonna be nothing. We right back here. You feel me? And that's because I got the salt rock crystal lit. You ain't gonna see this. You feel me? Now what you see? Oh, the oven light. Let me help you out. There's a lot of lights on here. We going back to this. We going right back to this. Where we are at our most powerful at. China know this is coming. For they are one with our oppressors. They the same people. The people that run that country. That run that program. That created that weaponry. You see? You see how when I cut this light off, you can't do nothing but focus on the message? Because now all you hear is my frequency through my voice box. You see? You see how easily we are distracted in the light? I bet you this lecture hit you a lot harder. We give it like this in the darkness. See, you got to understand. You have a soul. You all are the ones. Y'all them. Indigo children. Y'all start coming here, landing here in their year of 1950. The game is over with. The planet is woke again. The spells have broken down. The DA has been activated. We going back to this. And then once we eradicate them, we gonna do this again. Push a few more suns back on the planet. You see what I'm saying? They know it's coming though, right? They know it's coming. So they out there testing shit. Why? Because we talk about the Mississippians today, right? But this is part of class. We taking this whole hour, this first hour, to talk about what China did. I got hella emails about it. The energy that the Mississippians left, that the Atlanteans left, the Lemurians. Like I just said on my album, I said, them crackers fear, so they like to call us criminals. But really, we some gods, though. Atlanteans, Seminoles, Lemurians, Cherokee, Aztec generals, pyramid builders. Never been imbeciles. See? You got to even understand why they've labeled us criminals in a system. And you're a criminal based upon your pigmentation, nothing else.